How's everybody doing? Okay. Damn. The rain got everybody in a bad mood.
Hey, Derrick, how's been this experience for training camp with all the fans calling your name?
Yeah, it's been fun. Very cool. And, look forward to more practices, meeting more fans. But, yeah, it's been cool. Good turnout for sure.
Derrick, you've obviously been through a lot of training camp practices over the years. How does this one compare? Is it reinvigorating? Is it different? How does it compare to all those other years?
Yeah, training camp is just work. I think it's the same. I don't think you try to make too much of it being somewhere different. You're going to work regardless wherever you're at, and you definitely work here, so not too much to it. When you come to training camp, you're expected to work, so that's what it is.
Derrick, I was curious your thoughts on, I saw the tweet from the Titans reporter who was kind of scolding Titans fans who are still rooting for you.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on that?
No, I'm just like, man, out of all the stuff this is what you're talking about. I mean, if they want to, I appreciate it. If they don't, I understand. But I was just like, why are we talking about this right now? There's other stuff that you can talk about. Titans training camp is coming up. I'm over here, so I'm all good. Appreciate if you do, and if you don't, I understand too. So.
Derrick, after being here for a few months now, you have probably an idea what it's going to be like when you sign versus now. What have you learned over the last couple months about what the possibilities may be for this offense?
Yeah, I don't want to get too much in, possibilities, but it's everything that I imagine. The work here, the culture, the brotherhood that they have. Grateful to be here. Excited for the opportunity. Putting the work in now in training camp, just so the things that we want to happen will happen, but not getting to like any possibilities or making any predictions. Just put the work in now and then let it all come together when it's time to suit up and we'll get some dubs.
Hey, Derrick, I know you said training camp is work, and as you move on, I'm sure it's a grind. But how, I guess, reinvigorating is it for you coming in, new surroundings, new teammates, new scheme, and everything like that this far into your career?
Yeah, it's a new start, but like you said, I've been coming in since OTAs, and I'm just excited for the opportunity. It's a different era for me, so I'm just excited for everything, embracing every day, and putting the work in so I can showcase it when it's time.
Derrick, what excites you about this offense?
Just the playmakers that we have, and their abilities. Playing against them and watching from afar, and being their teammate, I think it's pretty cool. And just excited to see what everybody does this year, and then putting the work in together to training camp on all three phases, and going out there and being explosive and doing great things to help this team and being a great offense.
Derrick, I'm sure you're plenty motivated right now for the season, but you hear people talk about the running back position and they look at 30 as kind of the age where they feel like running backs aren't peaking anymore. How do you look at that, and is that any extra motivation for you just to show that you can still play at a high level?
Yeah, I think I can control what I can control by what I do and how I work, and my approach to my job every day. I think that's always going to be said when a running back gets up in age, because that's the stigma on the position. But I just focus on me being healthy, doing my job when I'm here, and then let my play speak for my age and everything else.
Derrick, speaking of controlling what you can control, read about you in The Athletic over the weekend. Have you not eaten a meal today?
Well, I usually wait until like 12 or 1 o'clock. So in Tennessee, we practice at early in the morning, and then I wouldn't eat until after practice. But we practice at 1 here, so I can't go out on the field and not have nothing in my stomach. But I ate my spinach, kale, avocado this morning, and then around lunchtime, I just put a little something in my stomach, not nothing heavy. But I don't really try to eat until later.
How long have you had that sense of discipline about taking care of your body? It's like, where does that come from? Was that something that was natural to you that you always wanted to do, or did you have to really teach yourself to do that?
Because before I wasn't eating. I was eating whatever I wanted: chicken wings, pizza, anything. I was like, dang, that's not going to sustain it. So I just challenged myself to try to see if I can do it. And then once I got got used to it, it became easy. And then now my body feels great, and just seeing how my body responded to it, and the routine and the diet, I love it, and it's something I'll probably keep doing the rest of my life for real.
Derrick, you come from a system where you had first contact a little bit earlier, closer to the line of scrimmage than has been happening to running backs here in Baltimore. In fact, about half a yard difference between you and us. How much between Lamar and the offensive line and the run scheme and whatnot, how much did that play into your decision to come here?
Just watching them through the years and playing against them, this is the style that they play with. The offense that they run, having Lamar, who's different, who's really different. So, that played a big factor into it as well. And then the success that they had last year, it's something I definitely, wanted to be a part of, and be an adding piece to this offense. And it's always been a certain type of culture and the style of play that the Ravens play, and something that I was excited to come be a part of.
You always hear about wear and tear when it comes to running back, especially when someone who's carried the ball as much as you have.
Yeah.
You look like you're in pretty good. Do you feel wear and tear at all?
No, I feel good. I don't really try to worry about that. I don't know. It's just kind of funny. Like ever since high school, sometimes I got 56 carries in the game, 57 the next week. College 44, 46, NFL 30, 35. I really think it's just your mindset and how you take care of your body, and not get too caught up on who he say, she say. If it works and you feel good, and just keep working and keep doing what you do.
Yeah, but when you see Kyle Hamilton flying around, Nate Wiggins getting picked today, Adafe flying off the edge, how impressed have you been by this young core on defense?
Yeah, they were definitely flying around today. Kyle, he's one of the best safeties in the league. Nate come from Clemson, being a top player, first-round pick. That's what you expect out of him, and I'm excited to see them through training camp and see how better they get, put it all together as a defense. But it's definitely exciting to see them flying around making plays this early, for sure.
Derrick, you call this a new era for yourself. Are there any new goals that you have that you have outlined for moving forward?
Super Bowl. That's the goal. That's the goal, Super Bowl. That's always been the goal, but Super Bowl is definitely where I'm at now. So yeah, I done had chances and got close, but that's what it is right now.
Is that something Lamar would say the same thing to that same question? Is that something you and he have talked about a bit? That's Super Bowl dreams.
Hell no, that's what we know. That's just what we want to do. That's the expectation. That's what we expect, and it starts out here. But that's definitely a main goal, and the number one goal for me is getting a Super Bowl.
You wish it was full contact on rainy days like this?
Say it again?
You wish it was full contact on rainy days like this?
Hell yeah, because we feel like we can't do nothing. We just got jerseys on. Especially in this rain, you slipping. You can't even run with your shoulders. So yeah, it's different with jerseys, but the pads be on pretty soon.
All right, thank you, Derrick.
All right, y'all.
Thank you, Derrick.